Go live here. Looks like we're working on it. Live. Okay. Jack McKeag here. We're going to do the trust crash course. What's that about? What's going on? Guess what? Death and taxes or a necessity? No. Taxes are not. You could legally get out of them. Totally legal. Okay. I'm an accountant. We have a school. We're going to teach you how to do it. You get a course, you go do it, you're successful, and guess what? No more federal income taxes or filing for the rest of your life. No more paying taxes. Yay. Can you imagine? No, but it's true. It's just a special kind of trust, and you're a nonprofit right when you start it. You don't apply. You're automatically exempt. Your trust is automatically exempt right when you start it. Exempt from taxes, yay. A lot of other benefits go along with that, all right? And I'm here to tell you about those in this Trust Crash Course today. Why crash course? Just because we only got a few slides. There's actually not much to go over. And it's a simple thing to do once you know the truth. I figured this out. I'm an accountant. I copyrighted this information. First one to do it, except for the wealthy elite, right? They all pay no taxes and stuff like that. But I figured out what they were up to. And then I wrote a trust, right? And did the process, put up my proof, a proof of that it worked. And then what's different about this school? Hey, we have testimonials from a whole bunch of our students that have had success. And those testimonials are real. They come with a notarized affidavit, all right? So my proof is up, notarized affidavit too. Our students' proof is up, notarized affidavit with them too. Okay, proof that this works. No school has that. Okay, not Harvard, not Yale. They don't have proof that at the end, the outcome was exactly what the course said. Oh, hey, you're going to operate tax-free? Great. And all the benefits that go with that? Fantastic. Great. So what's this about, okay? Well, we're given a person at birth, this corporation, right? Straw man. You can make mystical blah blah out of it, but it's not, okay? It's a sub-corporation of the In God We Trust. You can only use the word bank and trust in marketing, in public, if something is a bank or trust. So it can only be your slogan, In God We Trust, if it's a trust. So see, they operate a tax-free trust. And every other type of corporation is a sub-corporation of that In God We Trust, so taxable. And, you know, if you get a 501c3 under that, oh, okay. That's liable to be taxed too. Hey, Keith, all right, man. Do I need to clean up my straw man? No. You don't need to. No. Hey, good question. So I'm just talking about the person here. We have two businesses. Great question. Keith, thank you for your question. Go along with what I'm talking about. Let's get into it. It's not that much to get into. Okay. You open a trust, right? Fantastic. Now you run all your money through that. It's not yours, right? Own nothing, control everything. You're a trustee, so you can do anything you want with it, but you're not, quote, owner. Okay, great. You don't owe taxes. It's a special tax exempt situation. Fantastic. So it's not yours. That's one business, a new business we're starting. We had this old business called the person, right? No relationship, other than the person was used as an identifier to start the trust at a bank or so on. Oh, can I get your social security number? Yeah, you can get it, but it's not mine. It's the person's. Okay, sure. You have to have that? No problem. So now we have two entities, right, we're using. Do we want to have good credit and stuff like that for both of them? Sure. But you know what? That person, what? Our goal with a person is no assets, no expenses, no nothing, except for great credit, okay? So ultimately, Keith, if your question is clean it up, over time, if the person's credit gets wiped clean every 7 years, so that's worst case scenario. So what, right? And if you're a couple, go authorize user on your or your wife's, your partner's, right? Credit cards, and just, that's what I used to do, is cycle through and I've done it 3 times, right? Take over $100,000 from credit card. Well, we don't have to go into that. But I did the whole prove that debt is fake, the bank never signs anything, so there's no contract and so on. So the way I got into helping people with the truth was, helping them remove the debt. But then I got like, hey, okay, that happened. The person, got his debt removed, but, assets aren't safe in that thing. You know what I mean? They could garnish stuff. They could be, you are the IRS. Just take money out of your account. So it's like, nothing's safe, And so I had to figure out about this trust and a way to keep assets safe where they can't be touched, right? So everything's safe in that. If something happened to your person, they can't go to the trust and get anything. Think of it like this. Okay, last year you donated $1 million to PBS. You're so wonderful. Okay. This year you owe $1 million in taxes. Can the IRS go, well, we saw on your expenses that you paid $1 million in taxes. I mean, you gave a $1 million grant, right, donation to PBS. Can the IRS go back to PBS and take that money? Then, hey, he owed us. Now, Same thing with your trust. Has the same thing. It's a nonprofit. You give it into a nonprofit, whatever you have, and you operate that. Past debts from the person, they don't relate in any way, shape, or form. So people come with like, I got all this taxes. I owe $1 million in taxes. Like, no, you don't. You have zero that you owe. People run businesses. They're not businesses, okay? So your person owes $1 million. Better get a trust. Put it all in there and operate that, and then no one touches anything in the trust, you see? And all tax problems, all prior tax problems go away. Why? Because the IRS can read, they can go into every bank account, right? They know what's out there, they know what's in there, they know everything. And they gave the EIN for this trust so they know, they're not going to get a penny. And they never do. The IRS never gets a penny in any back taxes, never. And the jail thing about taxes, that's made up, that's fake, that's all marketing BS. Okay? I hope that answers your question, Keith. Great question. You don't have to clean it up before starting a trust. Always do one thing first. Set up the trust, get your money safe, then do whatever your particular next thing to do, whoever you are, is. Keith's like, I got some debt or whatever. Okay, yeah, maybe. But see, once everything's safely tucked away in the trust, everything's cool, No one can touch it, so then it's like, okay, what do I want to do? What's next on my accounting list? You follow? Okay. In your experience, which bank is most receptive? Private equity. Not that they're most receptive, but I want to receive the most benefits from the best bank. Chase can give a little bit of a difficulty starting out or something like that, or little hurdles, but nothing major. Maybe you need to go to another branch or what have you. Why? They have the best credit cards, business credit cards and personal credit cards in the U.S. They just do. They have them. Best, points back, cash back, blah, blah. So why run your money through a bank that doesn't give you optimal credit? You follow me? We want to form a relationship that extends the best credit. They give credit to a trust. Everyone knows that, like that. Okay. So that's number one recommendation. But, that's just because if you're really into building credit and stuff like that. But as far as, you just need a bank account open for a trust. Any bank will do. Where you're banking is fine. Start there. I recommend, 2 bank accounts for this trust. What if they go, we saw that we made up a marketing thing and we saw that you screwed us out of taxes, so we don't want you here no more. So that happens once in a blue moon, So you just want to have a bank account somewhere else, And so, everything's fine. Okay, Keith, once I get my trust going, do I ask my employer to pay me via the EIN? Yes. Okay, still get covered. Okay, if you can't fill out in a trust for a W-2. Okay, only a person goes in there and you got to pay the piper on taxes, blah, blah, blah. But if you're in a W-9 situation, no problem. You put in the trust and no taxes forever, no reporting forever, right? You, any quote employer, right? is paying an independent contractor. That's the lingo, right? They're paying, and so it's like, oh, end of the year, they send, your person, a 1099. They send the IRS, a 1099 about the trust, and they send it to your trustee, really, I guess. So the IRS knows you're non-taxable, non-reporting. You know you're non-taxable, non-reporting. You do nothing with the 1099. Okay? That's it. End of it every time. You never report. Never, never, never. The trust never reports, never pays taxes, just never. Okay, there you go. So, I'm going to start up the mentor program again here soon. We're moving to a new platform this week. And I'm going to start the mentor program from scratch again. We're going to talk about, times have changed a little bit. I did that mentor program right before this whole, mask thing. You can't see me. Yeah, oh no. If you just close your eyes, I can still see you. It's not much of a mask. Anyway, so things have changed. So get in that, and we'll go over, how to get in the direction, you want to go, Keith. Anyway, okay. I think that goes over Keith's question. Kara, I go for property tax exemption protest Wednesday. Cool. Going to go in nice and say, sorry, I'm new to this. I just didn't know I needed dissolution clause in church bylaws. Perfect. I was heavy on my rights only the first time. Yeah. No, see, Keith, no problem, man. Happy to help. I'm here. Our team is here to help you, Keith, your family, everybody. Okay? Everyone has success. It's all cool. The trust to start and be legal and get an EIN doesn't need certain things that a particular bank may require. Oh, you need to name the successor trustee. Some banks, it's rare, but it happens. But bank somewhere else if you don't want to name a successor trustee. That's fine, whatever. Don't have to operate the trust. Same thing with what you're going through here. I think it's Alan, I think. What do you say? You say you're trying to get your church property exempt, and you're just trying to fill out the paperwork properly. And so if they say, oh, hey, all your paperwork was right, you just need dissolution clause in church bylaws. You just write that up in order to get the property tax. Oh, I want this service from someone, something. Okay, I do a little extra paperwork if I want that. Do you follow me? And you want your property taxes removed, so you want to do that. Okay, so just, the church talked about the need for a dissolution clause and church bylaws, and that we didn't have them for the property tax, so we made them up. Here they are. Thank you so much for handling that for our church down there at the county. You were so helpful. Yeah, we've never done this before, and our church is happy to give you anything you need. No problem. You see, that's the way you do it. All right? Yeah, that's all. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, thank you. And expect that, okay? Expect that, I want property tax exemption. They don't have a lot of, they have an application process. Okay, it doesn't tell you much about the application, even what to put in the blanks, So, of course, you're going to get a bounce back. Oh, we need this or that. Hey, no problem. So you don't go in strong. You're just like, oh, hey, I've never done this. Here you go. And they're like, well, you need this. Okay, thanks. Here it is. And that should be it. You follow me? Don't. You're never raising red flags about, oh, no tax, the special kind of trust. No, you're just filling out applications. You want the thing at the end, like tax exemption. You see? No reason to go in strong. You just go in easy, Strong can happen later. But why? You see? Just give them what they need. Okay, same with what you want a bank account somewhere. Oh, you need this? Okay, well, let me write that up for the trust too. Here you go, whatever. You see, no problem. Things like that. The trust isn't going to change, you see, It's going to be the way it is because this type of trust was used forever. What are they going to negate the in-God we trust? Not ever, no. But banks change their rules, counties change their rules, blah, blah, blah. You see what I'm saying? Your trust is going to be valid, but it's like, oh, how do I interact with you so I get what I want? Okay? All right. Awaken. So a person working for a regular job that does a W-2 can't be tax exempt. Your person can't be tax exempt. Someone isn't taxed. People aren't taxed. You follow me? Corporations are taxed, and you're using your person called the corporation. You need to quit using it. And so you didn't know there was an option. Oh, I could use this trust. Now I don't have to pay if I start using this trust. You didn't know. How could you know? They don't tell us. They should be telling this in every news article, every TV show. Guess what? You ever heard of it? No. Took me super long to find it out, right? And all that, right? Yeah. So, but now you know. And so you're like, okay. And then I want to move to W-9 and so on, okay? Even further down that road, okay, where it's just no paperwork and so on. Like, I'm helping people through a school. There's no W-2, there's no W-9. It's my service to people. So that's what the mentor program is, how to, many things. But one of the topics is, a question a lot of people have, which I absolutely covered first, number one, in the last mentor program, was how to move from a W-2 to a W-9. Okay. So, all right. Those are the opening questions that you didn't get out of the first slide, which is wonderful. Keep them coming. So, tax-free trust. Who could use this? Anyone. Any individual, any business. Sherry, Jack, I'm in a bit of a quandary in my inheritance and could use some direction. I would prefer to speak privately. Yeah. My time is available. No problem. You go to the website, liberty8academy.org. You pay for half hour or an hour of my time. You get a link that goes to your email that you gave, right? And then you schedule a time on my schedule, and then we Zoom, you and I, live. We're like, hey, that is private, totally private. But some time comes with the trust. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to recommend you get the trust. You see, some of my time comes with the trust. I'm going to recommend you get the trust because that's how you get out of, inheritance taxes too. Put everything in there, and then you name a new trustee, and then that's it. The trusted, and it doesn't matter who the trustee is or if they died or nothing like that. That doesn't relate to taxes. So you're going to need this trust, okay, to get out of inheritance tax. That's just the way it is. So I always say, as far as cheapest option for you, I try and help people, cheapest option, right? Get the trust. Some of my time's in that. And you'd be like, then just do the short training and be like, okay, I did the little bit of training. Now I scheduled your time and we talk about your situation. And we go, okay, I get it. You follow me? That's why I put time in with the trust for everyone. The course has my time because everyone has a little bit of a unique situation, and they're like, oh, well, how does the trust do this or that? In my current situation, I tell you, we'll talk. Here are my 10 questions. Oh, boom, well, let's do them. Just like this, But as you say, private sharing. Okay, so that's how. Just go there, Liberty 8 Academy, get that time. But I would get the trust, it's But if you want to, just get my time, and that's no problem too. Either way, all right? Okay, so never pay taxes, Jack. Never pay taxes? What? No, really. Never pay taxes, never, all right? So this is special rules. The 26 U.S. Code, right? That's a part of the United States Code under the In God We Trust. This is the 26 areas IRS code, they call it, right? This is Section 508. Special rules with respect to Section 501c3 organizations. Oh, new organizations must notify the Secretary that they are applying for recognition of Section 501c3 status, except as provided in subsection C. What? Okay, so what does that say? Every organization has to get in touch with the Secretary of the IRS, right? Oh, okay. I gotcha. Unless there is subsection C, which is an exception. And there, mandatory exceptions. Here we are. We're down here, number 1, okay? Mandatory exceptions, yay. What's that? Churches, oh, okay, we heard of that one, right? Comma. So they're integrated auxiliaries, comma, and conventions, or, so conventions, it stands alone, or associations of churches. So 3 church things and convention. Okay, and then in this exact wording, a convention is agreement between 2 parties, right? You could be 2 persons, right? Your natural person and your corporate person, right? It could be looked at as the grantor and the trustee. You know, those are the 2 parties. But the individual human, one individual human can start a trust and run it, and it's all yours to decide 100%. We're not in it. The trust isn't in it now. You and whoever else you decide. That's the only people that's in this private trust, okay? That's it. So never pay taxes. There it is, all right? Let's see what Pacific Ridge has to say. Okay. So I've been doing my due diligence, cool, and other private trusts that are not FBO. What I'm hearing from others is 508 is a legislative product of the government and it will change. That's funny. So you're saying that all the wealthy elite are going to give up their trusts and they're going to start paying taxes. That is the best comedy routine I ever heard of Pacific Ridge. I hear these things are all granted by the government entities. The trust belong to them with their giver position. No. The God We Trust is the government. If you look it up right now, everyone on their Google, all you have to do is type these things into Google right now. In God We Trust. Those are separate words. At the end of the word trust, put a forward slash, okay? And the forward slash is also a term for DBA, doing business as, meaning having a separate name for an entity, okay? So, in God We Trust, and in the In God We Trust, the first letter of each word is capitalized, okay? Slash, USA Inc., USA all caps, and then Inc. is first letter, Inc., I is capitalized, INC period, right? In God We Trust slash USA Inc., space, Dun & Bradstreet, space, Pennsylvania. And up pops the thing known as your government, right? That entity, that corporation. So what you're saying is, Pacific Ridge, what you're trying to tell me is the government's going to outlaw itself. That is the funniest thing I ever heard. Y'all have to get better at your mind control. Like, you're never going to get me. So funny. Good morning. No, I'm not with morning. I'm with Christ. Not with the morning star. Question. So you should awaken. Don't say the name of a God that you're not with. One has a property where a mortgage company is also the title. Can they put the property in trust? You can, but it you know, according to the paperwork, it triggers the you know, due on sale clause, right? Like you change entities of ownership, you owe us the whole mortgage. Okay? So what are ways around that? You could refinance, and then with a mortgage company that's fine with putting it in a trust at the closing table, which is common. Why? You're still personally guaranteeing the loan, and at the end you're just putting it in a trust for tax reasons. That's common to do. So you can buy property with a lender that will do that up front, or you can refinance and do it with a lender that's fine with, okay? Those are 2 options to get in the exact same position you're in, but with a tax-free trust. You could go down to the county and get that property tax exemption. You follow? Okay. There you go. The government's going to outlaw itself. Come on, Pacific Ridge. Don't lose your mind control, man. Woohoo, right? That's what I say, woohoo. No taxes, the government doesn't take your money anymore. Let me tell you, there's nothing better. Like that. You can get no better sleep at night. Hey, you're not under the jurisdiction of the body, isn't either. They can't handcuff you, you can't do other things. It's fantastic. Okay, so no issues with being grantor or trustee, of course, right? That's what I just said. They 100% can't come after you for this, right? 100% can't come after you for this, right? I've heard it's an alter ego trust. I don't know what that means. That's hilarious. I feel like it's totally fine, but it's just right. That's this. Everyone has that mind control programming in their head. I don't think I'm supposed to do this because they said I shouldn't, but they're doing it. You see, your controllers, your owners, right? The one with your leash around your brain. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. Zip, you shouldn't do that. They're the ones that put that in there in your head. Come on. Get them out of your head, all right? All right. Yeah. Everyone's fine. That's why I posted proof for years, right? That's why I did it. I'm 6 years into my proof. You would think I would have heard from them by now, right? Because here I am. That's why I do this live stuff 2 times a week. Like, is that old dude that copyrighted that tax-free trust, is he still not in jail? Is he still cool? Yes. This is what they are doing. I simply copied them. It's legal. Come on now. All right. I take out the ballot and I'm like, get out of his head. Get out of there. There you go. Okay, go on. Okay, so never report taxes, he says. Never pay. That's good. Never report. Yeah, never fill out a freaking piece of paper to the IRS. Yay! Go live your life. Privately, your money is your money, whatever. Okay, yeah. Here we go. This is fun. Again, 26 code, right? And it's section 6033. Returns by exempt organizations. Oh, here we go. Except. Here, see this one, they said blah, 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 and then they said except. This one, they say except right up front. You follow me? Okay. Except in paragraph 2. Every corporation exempt from taxes, right? They have to ask. Okay, whatever. Let's go down to except. We want that exception, right? No paying taxes. Here we go, down to the same thing. And what does it say? Mandatory exceptions. And what does it say? Word for word. Churches, comma, their integrated auxiliaries, comma, and conventions or associations of churches. Again, 3 church things and 1 thing called convention, agreement between 2 parties. The trust is an agreement between 2 parties. You don't have to name the beneficiary. So, that's it. That's it. That's it. It's so great, right? No paying taxes, no reporting taxes. So it protects your assets. So what could go in the trust? What does it say? What goes in the trust that is protecting? Oh, your money, your crypto. You got some crypto? You think oh man, I got the crypto. Well, if you do, you can put it in the trust. You can, your equity positions, right? Oh, I got some stocks and bonds, and good for you. You can go get a Schwab account, TD Ameritrade account, etc. In the name of this trust. No paying taxes, no reporting, forever. Okay, so any kind of liquid money type of thing, okay, can go in the name of the trust. How about your vehicle? Yeah. How about your boat? Yep. Anything with the title, right? Your mobile home, your trailer, your fire truck. I don't know. Well, you got a tank. I don't know. Whatever, right? Things with the title. You go down to the DMV. Hey, put it in the trust. Yep. Can do. Real estate, your home, any real estate, commercial real estate, any real estate. Yep. Any real estate can go in the name of this trust, and then after it's in the name of trust, you go through that county and apply. Hey, tax exemption, please. Thank you. Cha-ching. Okay. And then your business, right? Your business is simply what? It's a bank account. It's a corporation, right? And it's got a payment gateway or 2 or 3 or 4, right? Money goes in, money comes out. You just need a bank account. That's a trust, okay? Use a trust, not your LLC, your person, whatever other thing you were using. You don't use that anymore. Use the trust. Yay. What happened to your customers, your client, your business? Nothing. This is a totally simple back-end thing with only your bank account and your payment gateways, nothing else. Like nothing else. Unless you want to get credit and, credit cards and stuff. Oh, yeah. Credit cards for business credit cards, they give much higher credit limits and way lower annual fees for great perks. So, and business credit is great. We teach you how to get it with trust. It comes with the course, okay? But you get in there like, oh, how do I build credit for the trust? How do I take advantage of that? We teach you. Okay, no problem. All right? I might have some other question, but look, you're like, okay, I talked about this a lot, but this is easy. You could do this in a couple days, really. You could do this in one day, but you could spend a couple comfortable days looking over this information, because really all you got to do is choose your name and address that you trust and get an EIN. We done the rest. All the documents, everything. It's all done. Just print it out. Make an appointment with your bank. Hey, I need an appointment. I need to open a trust account. They're like, what? A trust account? Yeah, come on in. Oh, money, baby. For the bank. Oh, be looking good. Get in here. They treat you super nice. Go to the bank, start the bank, get your debit card. It's like, oh my God, that dude Jack, that was true. I'm like, yeah, it was true. And go use your debit card. Everything's cool. Then you can close your person's account and be like, no more taxes. No more reporting taxes. Yay, right? All right. How we doing here? How we doing? Let's handle some of this live questions here. All right. I love you too, Al. All right? Pacific Ridge. Government outlaws themselves every day. No, they don't make up laws as they go. Here's the thing that they do. They make up laws, right? They can't change the financial system. That's impossible. It wouldn't function. They can't do that. They make a bunch of laws. They just don't, they apply them to us, right? And they just exempt themselves from it. But they don't have to exempt themselves from it. You know, this is invisible. I'm the first one that found this. And is anyone else going to find this? No. Anyone that found it plagiarized my work, my copyrighted work. And it's one of them. So it doesn't work. You follow me? They don't have no backup or nothing. You're like, I can't tell you how many people go, oh, well, I found your work and I bought it for cheaper, and it turns out it didn't work. And they lied. I'm like, well, hi. You found me first and found out it was my work and paid cheaper, and they lied and it didn't work. Now you're back. No, you can't have it for free. What? Come on. That's instant karma, baby. Come on. I got proof this works. I mean, no taxes for the rest of your life. And listen. So your person, right? You run in a trust, you run in a person. Okay, that person now is destitute, right? Has nothing. Zero. Has no money. So what? You want me to say I for person? Okay, I have no money. I am homeless. I will take everything you got down here, government, baby. Let's start with that EBT, right? Give me an EBT card, a SNAP, food stamps, $250 a month. That's $3,000 your first year. Everyone qualified to have a trust, so great. That's $1,000 over the price of this course. So your first year, that's a 41% return on investment of your first year. First year. Who gives you a 41% return on your first year, and then you're paid back? So what it would be to your second year? With just SNAP, with just EBT. That's 141% return on your second year ROI. Go watch my ROI video. That's, come on. No, nothing can give you a return like that, not even the stock market. Okay? Nothing. And it gives you so many other things. Notice I didn't even say savings on your taxes or savings on paying your accountant and that whole thing. And your time. Right? Now, as a business owner, what have you, anyone just living their life, you don't have to fill out paperwork and watch money to pay taxes. You fill out and watch money, to manage it and manage your life. Your focus is on management and having a good life and so on. So you get better at it, okay? All right. If the business is already established, do I start a new business? No. You just open a trust bank account and you change your payment gateway. That's it. Nothing happened to your business in any way, shape, or form. Nothing. And your clients, nothing's going to happen with your clients. Nothing. New bank account, new payment gateway. Oh, I get paid through PayPal. You start a PayPal in the name of the trust, and you have a bank account with the name of the trust. That's it. Oh, I use Stripe. Okay, well, you get a Stripe account, the name of the trust, bank account, trust. That's it. That was it. You finished. You completed your whole thing. and switching your business over. That's it. No taxes, no reporting taxes forever, and that's all you did. It's too hard to believe. Too good to be true. No, it's not too good to be true. Why? What are the wealthy elite controllers? What are they if not? Okay, you can say evil. But after we say evil, what are they after evil, right? Lazy. They're lazy. They do nothing, right? They don't do anything. They're out of their boats and their jet skis, just did nothing. Yeah. Okay. So, right. Okay. So this is what they use. You follow me? This is it. There's nothing to do. It's so easy. It's invisible. That's it. Yay. Okay. Okay, what's the difference between this FBO trust, I don't even know what an FBO trust is, and a non-grantor spend for that? I have no idea what those terms are, and I don't even care, dude. This is the only trust that's proven to be tax-free, and it's copyrighted. Other trusts are all pay taxes. No one has proof. I'm the only one. So the issue is they don't have proof of their tax-free success with the individual who done it and put their copyright on it. Oh, I did this. And their clients, students, all their proof. No one on earth. Who cares about your question, dude? Come on, get with it. For putting a car in the trust, must you own the trust completely and have a load of, no, you meant own the vehicle completely, yes. Yes, you must. Hi from San Diego. Cool. Yodita. Can a grantor also be trustee? Correct. Yes. 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 And you don't have to name a trustee. So therefore, you, one individual, operates this trust tax-free for the rest of your life. Hooray. Yes. 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 Great news, right? Yay. Listen to the prior part of this video, please. It'll go after the live. It goes up on our section called live videos. And listen to the earlier part of this video, and I go over that kind of a little bit more. Okay, Yodita? All right. Not just the answer to your question, but like why and stuff. Okay. Victor Mercado. I'd love to have a Mercado, like an open air thing. Anyway, what a great name, Mercado. Hey, Jack, we got cut short last week. Oh, everything went great. Thank you. Sweet. Yeah, but you know what? These live events have been cut short every time now. I just, they don't like this getting out. But it's totally legal, so ask your questions, because they might not answer. Let me answer. All right, Kara, you don't have to register your trust business. No, only if you want to gain credit. Yes, get the EIN, go start your bank account. No, registration of a trust is only for getting credit for a trust, which sometimes maybe you want to do, but lots of times you don't want to do. I just need a bank account. Okay, great, that's it. Boom. Do paperwork. You're there the next day. That's it. Tax-free for the rest of your life. No, you see, what is the whole registration at Secretary of State about? Every other business is started through the Secretary of State. You pay a fee, right? So when you fill it out an application for credit, okay, hey, Chase Bank, I want, the Inc. Preferred card. You get me? I want the Inc. Preferred card. You fill out an application for your trust, such and such trust, and address. So what will Chase Bank, the creditor you want that credit card with, what are they going to do? They're going to look this trust up, any business that applies, at the address you gave, that's Secretary of State, right? Oh, it's in Indiana. Well, we went to the Indiana Secretary of State, and we didn't see it, so we didn't give credit. Or we saw it, so we gave credit, as long as you did the rest of the things. You see, that's why. That's why, because they need recourse. You see, if you don't pay. You don't have to register at Secretary of State. You do not have to. But that's why I do, you follow me? That's why I knew I could find the We Trust at Secretary of State in Pennsylvania. Why? Declaration of Independence, a more perfect union. You had a perfect union, you made a more perfect one. That don't make no sense, you idiots. So I was like, oh, you made a business, okay. And where would it be? Pennsylvania. Well, we signed a Declaration of Independence. What city? Philadelphia. Okay, you're Secretary of State in Pennsylvania. There they were, in Philly, just like they said. You know, every so often they have to re-up their registration according to the rules. So it's not from 1776, it's from 2003. 2333, right there, and we be 33. Okay, there it is. Okay, so I just follow what they do. And so in God We Trust, they needed credit. Right? We need some credit up here all around the world. They had to be registered. That's why I knew I could find them. You see? Achilles heel, baby. No, they're never going to make a law that makes the In God We Trust illegal. Duh. Okay. I hope I handled that registration question. How is the trust exempt from COVID? The trust, a piece of paper can't watch TV, so it's exempt from COVID. You have to watch TV to catch COVID. No, what happened? I think what your question is how can an individual who signed the trust be exempt from vaccination? And that's what it is. You know, in God We Trust, right? We be 33. You know, God's shadow, Christ's shadow, whatever. You know, that one, right? You say the name on here of that entity, and you get. I lose the live stream, right? Click. Yeah. So, so the trust is. I signed a new document which negated my prior, contract with the. Yeah, like Bob Dylan. Now I can sing, But everyone's contracted over there to go to HE double toothpicks, right, with the runner of the place. Okay, they just don't know it. So what does this do? Oh, you sign this. Not only you get all these financial benefits, but hey, I'm with Christ now, so you can't touch me. Literally, I went to the courtroom. 50 court cases, right, against the bankers, just to prove. You get out of debt, and they can't touch you, can't jail you, and stuff like that. That's one of the benefits of this trust. They literally are frozen in place because their God is less powerful. So they can't administer services to you. They want to, but you don't want. I thank you, no, I don't want to be handcuffed. Thank you, I don't want to be thrown in a cage. Thank you, I don't want a needle in my arm. Thank you, no, thank you, no. You see, they're frozen in place. Even if you say no, whatever. They just can't administer the services they'd like to. That's the way it works. Now, conversely, here's the other question, right? I always get about this whole exemption thing. You can't come into Walmart unless you get the shot or wear this thing or something like that. Okay, well, that's their property, so you want to get on it. They can't do anything to you, but they might not check you out of their store. They might lock the door so you can't go in, or they can't touch you, obviously. But you follow me? So you may not get services you want just because you're signed with the trust. Okay, that's it. Okay, Alan, there you go. Greetings. How do I get the trust package? Easy. Just go to our school, liberty8academy.org. There it is. McCagg Mastery Trust. Click, and that's it. Okay, click, click. Okay, that's how you do it. I'll pull up that slide for a second so you know what it looks like. Okay, that's it. You just get the course, McCagg Mastery course. And that's in a couple slides, but that's it. Great question. Okay. And if you have any questions, I'll put this usually at the end, but if you have any questions about how to get it or anything, contact at liberty8academy.org. We're here for you, and we have a few hours of live chat per week. If that's your thing, we do that too. Okay? Good question. Thank you for that question. All right. That was Shadow to Life. Yeah. Okay. Pre-launch Pete. Okay. Is Navy Federal a recommended bank? No, it's not really a recommended bank, but it's totally one you could. No problem. If you're already banking there, it's just, not everyone can bank there. Try not to recommend places that, banks that not everyone could get in. You follow me? But sure. Yeah. Diddy Dog, love the name. It's like a little tune. Any bank that will let you establish an account will work. Yes, correct. And almost every place does. It's unusual, that you can run into a place, but don't feel discouraged. It's like they're trying to discourage you, right? Oh, it's not real. No, just go to another branch, even if it's the same bank. Like I went to Chase first. The first branch was like, oh, what? No. Second place, oh, yeah. They don't all have branches or whatever. You can do online applications too, but for some places. But let's say you go to a bank. Not all of them have, true trust expertise there, you see. Even if it's a branch, they may not know about trust, you see. But if they do, they're like, whatever, sure, yeah, come on in, you see. That's why I say call and make an appointment. All right. Yeah. All right. Is the trust 501c3? Yes. Or is it a 501c1a? No. I hope that answers that question. Because the 501c3 is a statutory trust. No, it's not. It's a statutory designation. No, it isn't. It's a designation. It's a status given. It's not an entity per se. No, it's not. It's a status given from the IRS. So it has the status, just as I read, the word status. If you're looking for 501c3 status, that's what you have. So you're a 501c3. Like every church, you go look up, who's paying property taxes? How do they get property taxes exempt? You look them up. Government land. We trust. Okay, no problem. Okay, there they are. They're registered Secretary of State, Pennsylvania. Great. But they're 508c1a. They don't have a tax exemption letter. They still got property tax exemption at every county. Okay. Now we got as state corporations or sub corporations, we trust. That's why the state have all that. No problem, right? Then we got churches, right? Go look up any church there. See if they have a tax exempt letter, which you could do in the IRS. You go look up any organization's tax exempt letter for free. IRS has a website. You just Google it, boom, there you are. Type in any church, they don't have it. They're all 501c3 because they stand up there, you give us a donation, no problem, it's tax exempt. Why? They're 501c3. But they don't have a letter, and their property is tax exempt. So they got their property tax exemption with no letter from the IRS. Right? And they're standing up there in front of the church saying, we're tax exempt. Give us any donations, tax exempt, right? They say both of those things. One is from the county, one is from them. They're 501c3. Period. You get me? People call this a 508c1a. It's not. It's a 501c3. How did it become a 501c3? It became a 501c3 through 508c1a. Okay? That's it. People get mixed up there. I have no idea why. Okay? ZM, I have a trucking company with employees. Will this work for you? Yes. The tax issues go on the employees. You just cut them a check. They become independent contractors. You give them W-9s, and that's it. Here's your W-9. Taxes are all you, babe. Boom. Simple. Simple. Dream Builder. It's status, so it's not a standalone entity. Exactly. Exactly. What is a state-created entity called? It's called a nonprofit, right? If you create it from a state and you want to get tax exempt status, the only way you could get a 501c3 from the IRS is start via, except for this trust, okay, obviously. But and you still have to apply. I'm talking about the crappy way to get 501c3 where you have to apply and stuff. The only way you can do it is you first go to the Secretary of State in some state and get what's called a nonprofit. Isn't it actual? Does it have me? It's not called a tax exempt. It's called a nonprofit. It's not tax exempt. Period. Okay. Then that nonprofit can, right, apply to the IRS to get tax exempt status, which is 501c3 status. So you're mixing up the state created nonprofit with the Fed giving us status. You're mixing those two up. You follow me? And you don't want either of them, right? You don't want to have applied for that 501c3. You don't want that state created entity. Instead, you want a 501c3 immediately, and only this trust could do that without an application process. Okay, good question. We broke it down. Okay, James Way. I got your trust a few years back, yeah. I did not open it. Whoops. We'll do this month, but need to know, do I have to buy the credit building course? No. I would suggest, see, here's the thing. You're gonna start a trust. Why not get the information on why I should name it this, why I should have address this and phone number this and all those things, So you get trust and the steps to get credit. I'm sorry, to get credit and the steps to get credit. But if you don't need to get credit, who cares? Don't get, our business finance 101 course. Don't get it. But I recommend people have those fundamentals, you see, before they go into this, because I know they'll want credit because they'll get the information. Oh, that's how you do it. So, but listen, open your trust. What are you doing? Come on, you got this a couple years ago. You could have been tax-free. Listen, I'm not going to recommend you get a course before you get this tax-free trust. But no, go open your. Come on, man. Please go open your trust. Okay, they get the tax-free thing. Then be like, what do I need? You didn't even do your first course, dude. Come on. Get your trust, get your trust, get your trust. So I'm not going to say spend money before you get your trust open. But if you want those attributes of getting your trust right and so on, you know what I mean? What should I name it and so on? That's the Business Finance 101. If you know for a fact, hey, I'm going to do this soon. I need to get credit. Okay, get it. But look, man, I just want your trust open. Okay? I'm here to help people. I don't want to hear this. This team, these people, this website, this whole thing is in place. This copyright, everything I've done is so you get out of this trust. So they lose jurisdiction of your money, all that. Go away. You see what I'm saying? So please do that. That's why you got to experience that happiness. You see? Then do whatever you want after. Okay. Okay, you need credit? Fine. Okay, cool. We're here for you. We're here for you. But do it. That's the thing. Okay. Does your course also work for someone who lives in England? Yes, it could, but we don't sell it in England because what I found is everyone on earth except for the United States is a bunch of cowards. Just hate to say it, but they are. I tried it in different countries. Everyone's a coward. Literally every single human I ever interacted with, I was like, well, here's the thing. You want to study? You want to do it? You want to blah, blah, blah? Nope. Nothing. My network, nothing. So I gave up on other countries. They don't have a prayer. Why? I'm not in them. They don't have anyone with proof doing anything to help anybody. And they didn't, no one come up and did like, oh, I did this and I'll help people in my country. No one did that? No one. They not only did do themselves, they didn't come along and say, oh, I'll help people in my country. So, no. We don't help people in other countries because they're a bunch of cowards. I already gave how to do this. You follow me? You started trust, I gave enough information. I got an MBA. I got the master's in accounting, 30 years, plus experience in business and so on. Real estate, building, blah, 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 and all that. Now, anyone could have found this out. I did. You see? Now, that means I've showed, here's the pathway. Years ago, I would go and find the trust. I found Canada's. I found England's. I would do other countries. Look on your money. You see what it says? And then I'll go look up the entity. I was like, that's not a slogan. That's their business. And I go look it up, and here's how you do it. But you know what? Who am I doing it for? A bunch of people that do nothing. Stay in your country and get this thumb screws, on and whatever. You deserve it. Really. You're not doing anything, so you deserve it. England, every other country. You deserve it. I showed you how to do this. I showed you how to get out of their jurisdiction. Anybody be like, oh, I'm going to study and find the pathway they have for the elite in my country. Who did it? Nobody. No way. Well, I'm helping people here. I got sick of that after years of doing that. You feel me? Christian Business Trust. All right. The Northwest. Jack, the mortgage company is coming back 2 years later with a foreclosure. All right, well. You know what to do. Yeah. That's why the work with debt is, switching your contract and removing jurisdiction of the humans. That's the way a vampire can't get across the threshold unless you invite them in. So yeah, this works. Like I told you and everyone at the time, Christian Business Trust, like I told you and everyone at the time, can't win in the court, but you can win the spiritual war, keep the property. No problem. So, no problem. And that's why they closed the earth, because I figured that out, right? You don't have to pay the banker, so you can still keep the property. Whoops. Now everyone knows. You haven't experienced it maybe, but I found out the information, and it worked for everyone that did it. That's why I didn't take it off my website and just do the trust. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold that information on debt and so on into the mentor program. And that's why what people are going to have the trust and the business course, so they're going to have to prove to me that they've been a good student and have their trust open before they even get in the mentor program. Then we could talk about stuff like Christian Mission Trust just brought up, show you how to do these, not so successful at telling the truth people. We'll show them how to do the right thing. Okay. So you didn't know, hey, I am not a paid spokesperson, but if you are on the fence, get off. Unplug from the matrix. This program will be a blessing to you and your family. Thank you for saying that. And that's the thing. And if you see Diddy Dog, listen, think about making a testimonial for us, please. We'll give you a discount to my time or the mentor program coming up or anything you want like that, because think about when you got the trust. You watched all the testimonials, you know what I mean? You're like, oh my God, what? And you watched it, it's all true. And so think about making one for us. Just email us. We have we'll email you back. We have somebody that handles that specifically, and she's great at her work. Contact at liberty8academy.org. Please, anyone, and I know there are a bunch of you on here, if you could please do, and I know some of you have done it, Christian Mission Trust, I know, thank you. I mean, that, you can watch his testimonials, blow your mind. Seriously, so good, so detailed. Thank you for those. But that's the thing. When people do that, that's how we connect with one another. Oh, this is totally true. This is totally proven. So think about that. Because what C. Diddy Dog, what he said is, hey, it's true. So, heal through faith. Only way to build corporate credit through trust is registering Secretary of State. Correct. They ignore everything, right? They ignore paperwork, they ignore the laws, they do that, but they can't ignore the change of jurisdiction of this trust. Doesn't matter whether they want to ignore it, they can't. CCTV, oh my goodness. Hi Jack, what's your website for the trust? liberty8academy.org. Let me just add questions, okay? Questions and stuff like that, right? Here it is, contact at liberty8academy.org, but that's the website, liberty8academy.org, all right? All right, yay. See, here's the website, liberty8academy.org, yay. All right, thank you for that question. CCTV, Big Freedom, okay, healed through faith. Yes, you can get mail forward address if necessary, and all states allow registration of trust, right? In other words, you can get registered in Florida if you want, no problem. Even if your state doesn't do it, you can do it through Florida, no problem. Okay. All right. Got my testimonial. Yay! Oh, Allie, yours was great. Yes, you did. And thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Seriously. Because we want everyone's success. That's what we're driven by. But we see, your success and your proof of success, that helps other people be successful. You follow me? So the two are combined. So thank you for that. Christian Ministries Trust. The thing is, I'm not as educated as you are. No, but that's what I do the mentor program again. So everyone gets as educated as me. I don't want to hold anything back. I don't want to keep anything back from anyone. I want everyone to have everything. Because what? We're all in this together against us trying to be controlled. Now, their time is over. Their time is over. Okay, so great. Yeah, hello, really, thank you. So automatic nonprofit status. Here we're going to go to the black and white, okay? The SBA, ones who give out the EIDL, right? You heard of them, right? BPP, okay? SBA, here it is, right here, SBA, U.S. Small Business Administration. This is FAQ, frequently asked questions, right? About faith-based organizations. So the government put this out during EIDL and PPP, okay? Recent, all right? You can look this up right now on Google. You could Google SBA, faith-based organizations, FAQ. Click. Up pops this PDF, right? And this is number 3. This is on the second page. And this is regarding participations of faith-based organizations in the PPP and EIDL program. Oh, okay. We got some questions here. How will churches qualify if they've not been informed, you say, of tax exempt status by the IRS? So that's saying you could be tax exempt and you didn't get a letter from the IRS, a tax exempt letter. That just said it in the question. And they're going to re-say it here in the second question. Do organizations have to request and receive tax exempt status or just meet the requirements of 501c3 status to be eligible? And again, somebody asked me if this is a 508c1a. No, it's 501c3 status. See? 501c3 status. That's what you're getting. So you're 501c3. That's it. Okay, it's not a 508. Okay, here we go. That's the question. Do organizations just have to request and receive tax exempt status? That's all you want. You don't want to apply, right? Okay, so what's the answer? Churches, comma, they're integrated auxiliary churches. Wait a minute, word for word. And conventions or associations of churches. So that's 3 church things, and they added a couple more church things in here, in parentheses. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay. But conventions is still in there, okay. Great. Qualify for PPP. You follow me? This is word for word out of those 2 sections of the IRS code, okay. Those organizations qualify, they do, for PPP and EIDL loans. Great, as long as they meet the requirements of Section 501c3 from the IRS code. Great. Well, that's fine. And the PPP and EIDL requirements. Great. A little wordy, but got it. This second sentence is way less wordy and very clear. Such organizations are not required to apply to the IRS to receive tax exempt status C508C1A. Okay, that's it. Black and white, black and white. You follow me? So I told a little story. There's a little trail, and that's the government saying you could be a 501c3 tax exempt corporation and you don't apply. There it is, okay? I didn't make it up. They did. They're going to outlaw it. Come on. Heal through faith. Can the trust still get SBA? You should try. If they got a loan program open, try and get it. My God, come on. Okay, what's different about this school? Okay, we have support. It's not like one of those things, oh, I clicked on the internet, I bought this thing, I'm screwed. All my plagiarized work out there. You know, on all these websites everywhere, does anyone help you? No. Is there a team backing it up? No, because I'm not doing it. They changed this, they made up this story, they blah, blah, blah. You'll never have success with any of it. Unless what? There's proof. What's different about us? We have testimonials. We have proof. My proof is up. My proof, the one who's running this, teaching this, my proof is up. Then my proof, I did it first, before anyone. I didn't give someone else the duty and then I did it. No, I did it first. Then everyone come after me, testimonials, proof, with notarized affidavits. Does Yale have that? No. Does Harvard have that? No. Does Stanford have that? No. We're the only school that has that. The rest of them, are they trustworthy? No! If you had those things, why wouldn't you post the proof if you had them? That's why they're not trustworthy. And we are. We teach trust and how to be trustworthy. You post proof. That's how you're trustworthy. Okay, so, you know, how do you get credit for this thing? How do you get money? You can apply to PPP, EIDL, whatever coming later. Are they going to fix the economy? Give me a break. Do they ever get things better? No. They've got things so bad they're giving away money to credit-worthy entities, which your trust will be credit-worthy. So, yeah, we'll take everything you got. Credit cards, lines of credit, everything. Yay. Fantastic, right? Where can I bank? Jack, where can I bank? Bank where you're banking. Bank where you want. Bank on the list of stuff I give you in the course. Here's a whole bunch of banks you can bank at. Here's where you can apply online to bank. Here's where you can apply locally. Here's all the banking options. Do it where you're at bank now. No problem. Yay. Okay, so this is just a course. You're taking this course. We're giving you an extra course, right? This slide's a little outdated. We're giving you an extra course, Business Finance 101. It comes with it. It tells you how to set up your credit, to get credit for the trust. So it answers all your questions. Yeah. And we're going to move into a new platform this week, just so you know, okay, the price is going to go up 20%. It just is, okay? I've been saying this every single time I come on here. We're going to, now it's this week. It was like, we're moving to a new platform soon, right? Now it's this week. And now, this is 20% lower than the price will be. It's going to be all new instructions, which you'll have access to. See, here's how this works, okay? This isn't we email you something. No. You have lifetime online access to your library of what you got. Oh, I have these courses. Well, you'll always have those courses. We updated the courses. Great. They updated. And you have the update. Yeah, auto update. You got it. So if you get it now at this, 20% off, when it updates, you'll get the update. So will everyone else that got the trust. So be looking for that, people. You'll love it. All right? Because, we handled some things. Things have changed a little bit. Here you go. Did the trust change? No. No, the trust doesn't need to change. People ask me that over the years. No. Isn't that great? The answer to that question is always no. It never needed to change, not at all. Isn't that amazing? Just right from the jump. No problems for anyone. No problems at all. Okay? So listen. We've been at this, and we're going to be here Thursday, right? We do this Trust Crash Course Monday at noon, Thursday at 7 p.m. Bring your questions, bring your thoughts, bring your friends, bring your family, bring everything you got. I'll be here doing live. This is honest, truthful work. We have the proof. There's nothing to be concerned about, and that's why I go live to explain, answer some questions and stuff, just so everyone's cool with it, you see? Like, I know you haven't been told this, but that's why I go through every detail, post of proof. Look, your family gets all this time and money back every year for the rest of your life. No paying taxes, no reporting taxes. And then, the northern states, like I'm in Florida, they don't give away anything but EBT here, right, for the states. But in other northern states, Medicaid and so on, whatever, my person got nothing. What do you got up in here? You see, what do you have? Do you have Medicaid? I'll take some. Thank you very much. What else do you have? Do you have housing? Sure. Some had a client, really, a long time ago now, right? He's operating the trust. He has nothing. So Section 8 housing, free housing, plus food stamps. His life's free. He lives up north where they have that stuff, but free. That's a good price. Okay? All right, so there we go. We did the Trust Crash Course. If you have any questions, please email us, okay? Go look at the testimonials. You'll be like, it'll set a new standard in your life, you know what I mean? And that's what I hope to do. You'll just interact with honest people with proof, right? A lawyer. Oh, can you prove to me? I want to see your legal papers. Like you bought your house and I'm closing with you. Let me see your closing papers with, they should be online, right? Oh, this is how I close. Oh, okay. No, your proof isn't there. Oh, okay. Why should I trust an attorney? Well, it should be proof of your own outcomes. Why would you show me, oh, hey, your clients, give testimonials. Oh, this is a great attorney. No, never. Same with accountants. No. Is accountants' taxes up? No. Is my proof posted that I'm tax free and so on? Yes, I do that. So come on. What are you waiting for? Just get the course and don't delay. Go right in and be tax free for the rest of your life. You see, just get the course and do it quickly and experience the happiness. That's what we're here for. All those parts, please. Okay. All right. Any more final questions before we get out of here? Thank you for coming. Thursday at 7 if you want to do this again. What great questions today. Christian Mission Trust. For someone who is no good at paperwork, this makes for a lot more stress. I look for help and can't find anyone. We get my time online. And we teach people how to do it. We're not a service per se. So get a good team together, someone at paperwork and so on, but we do every line of the paperwork. It's not a lot of paperwork. The trust itself is not a lot of paperwork, but the debt stuff we used to do, that's a lot of paperwork. That's what we got out of it. Our team can't keep up with helping all the people with all that all the time. The trust is a piece of cake, though. You just go down, open up your trust, you're good to go. Getting credit, any future questions, piece of cake. Pardon me. That's why I didn't want to get sidetracked with all that work said. It is stressful and all that stuff. Does it work? Does it take time? Is it hard? Yeah. I proved that for a decade that stuff worked and so on. But, you know, government's fake. Laws are fake. Courts are fake. Right? They're not there to help people. They're just there to steal from us. So you get the trust. The things you have remain safe. Like you, your individual, your body, right? And your things you have that you put in the trust. Then you work from there out, right? Then you work on taking more of their stuff and putting it into the trust and giving them less, okay? Yeah, but, you know, to get in the more advanced material, it is more advanced. You have to be good at paperwork and so on, yeah. Okay, that's why it's advanced. It's a mentor program, it's advanced. If you're not good at, you know, paperwork, don't do the parts that are, you know, require paperwork and so on. I didn't make the paperwork system. I didn't make the system. I didn't make this game. I didn't make us have to do all this paperwork. I just give clear, exact instructions on how to do it all. For most people, maybe 99 out of 100. But get someone on your team. I think you have someone on your team anyway, Christian Ministry Mission Trust, that is good at paperwork. I think your team is good. Keep up the good work. If you have questions, email us. If you have other questions like you've done recently, get a half hour of my time. Look, I recommend people, you want to go far, go fast, and do this and many other things, get a half hour of my time once a month, and we'll talk. A bunch of it come with the course you already get. Use some of it. Get my time. Let's talk. Oh, this is the position we're in. Here's a solution to that. Go do that for a month. See you in 30 days. Come back. Oh, now I got these. Go do that. Come back. You see? You know, I do individual mentoring for people. You're highly advanced. You've been doing this for years. You know, think about getting my time as you did recently. And then you go forward. Oh, I thought this. I thought that. No. It's like this. Clear up any, you know, things that were not in your head right. Clear them up. Get you on the straight and narrow and back down the path you go, okay? All right, people. Anything else? Thank you for coming. Thank you, all the successful people, for popping on here and be like, oh, you know, because they're like, what is Jack going to give away, right? Like, because they know it's all real. They're happy. They're, you know, they're still trying to do stuff. Great. There's always more work to do. How much more can I get from them? And I love the stuff they got. You know, the more you do, the more you get from them. So start with the trust, get into the knowledge of this thing, and then do the best you can with what you have, where you are. And if you need my expertise, great, get it. I'm available. If you need a little question here or there, that's us. Email contact@liberty8academy.org. The team is here. We keep you going. Okay, thank you all for coming. Have a wonderful day.